Hey folks, Matt from artoftheimage.com. Got a question in on the email from Paul. Paul's writing in, he says, "Hi Matt, I'm looking to buy a new camera. I like the Nikon D750, but it's 2018. Should I buy this or should I go for a D7500 or Sony 6300? I am using Canon APS-C and I make money with it, so I need your advice which one to buy. I face low light in my work, so it's important to me that my camera can hold at high ISO too. I do portraits, night photography, small events. I need your advice on this. Thanks." Okay, well, thanks for your question, Paul. I'm just thinking here, first thing that's popping into my mind, why are you switching from Canon? I'm just curious. You didn't give us that piece of advice why you're wanting to go to Nikon or to Sony. Are you unhappy with the Canon for some reason? Do you feel that there's not something competitive to those choices in the Canon for the price you want to spend? I'm just curious because you didn't bring up a Canon, because I mean you could look at a Canon 6D, maybe even a 6D Mark II on sale. You could look at the Canon 80D, the new Canon M50 if you're looking at the APS-C bodies, and you're not saying you're doing video, so between the choices you've specified. First of all, the D750 is still a great camera even today in 2018. It's not a 4K body, but you're not talking about doing video. And so even though it doesn't shoot video, it's a great camera, and it's still one of the top performing full-frame cameras out there. Love that body, love the camera. For me, if I was looking at the 750 in where I would shop and where knowing the prices as they are, I think I could get a D800 or a D810 for close enough in price to the 750 that I would get an 800 or an 810. I just like the 810's bigger power file that much more. You can always export it to the 24 megapixels of the D750, but you've got 36 if you need it, so it's more versatile in that sense. So no, I don't think it's a problem to buy the D750 right now. I think you can get it for a better price because it has been out for a while, but it's still a very competitive, very rock-solid camera. The D7500, good camera. Not going to perform. I like the full frame of the 750 over it. If you really did want the 7500, I mean, the reason to go 7500 is probably if you're more into thinking about video. It's got 4K. And it's a very decent camera. It's basically, you know, the baby brother of the D500. So nothing against it, but I would take the 750 over it. And the Sony A6300, definitely I would take the 750 over it, with the exception of if you were, again, wanting to do video, and that was the reason you were looking at the Sony. I think the Nikon's a better camera. I like the fact that it's full frame, and that's the route I would go. So I'll throw it back to our viewers, as I always do. What would you guys do in this situation? Would you go with the 750? Do you think the 750, as I do, is still a decent camera, even in 2018? I think especially for the money you could get it for. Would you go with the 810 instead? Because in my opinion, like I said, you can get the 810 for very close to the price of the 750, and I just think it's worth spending that little bit extra, or maybe not even extra, to get into that 36 megapixel file. And I really like the 810 as a camera. Not that I don't like the 750, I just prefer the 810. Do you think you should go with the 7500? Do you think you should go with the Sony A6300? Let us know what you guys would do in the comments below. What would you do and why? Let's help out Paul, and thanks for your question, Paul. Stay tuned. We'll be back soon here at artoftheimage.com.